Now that we have talked about the definition of games and game design, let's discuss what game designers actually do. Many people believe that the main function of a game designer is to generate ideas. This is not true. Of course, designers generate ideas all the time, but so does everyone else in the team. Absolutely everybody, from programmers to artists to testers, can and do generate valuable ideas. So what is the main function of a game designer then? Well, it is to solve problems. In the last chapter, we have mentioned how the goal of game design is to create systems and transform mechanics into emotions. When you are in the process of doing all those things, tons of questions appear, and somebody has to answer them. That somebody being game designers. It's impossible not to mention here the Door Problem article by Liz England, a designer from the Watch Dogs Legion team, which we're both currently working on at Ubisoft. In the article, she lists all kinds of questions designers are facing when a door gets added to the game. The link is in the description if you want to check it out in detail. But suffice it to say, there is all these things that players don't even think about and don't have to, that go into just making doors work. Game designers are responsible for defining said questions and making sure they're answered, but they're not answering them alone. They're doing it in collaboration with programmers, level artists, writers, sound designers, and everyone else in the team, because there is a lot of things to consider outside of just what you think is best, abstractly speaking. It's also important to note that a lot of times designers act as diplomats, having to help find common ground between the needs of all parts of the project. It is not uncommon through interdisciplinary discussions to find better solutions than when each particular job family thinks about things on their own. So in the end, the relationship between game designers and ideas is more about nurturing them, defining all the questions we've talked about, answering them, collaborating with the rest of the team while doing so, iterating, testing, and making sure that the player-facing resulting experience fits the vision the developers are trying to do under the hood through all the systems and mechanics of a game. Douglas Gregory, one of my fellow designers from Ubisoft, in one of his talks utilized a definition I really like. That designers are more like idea shepherds. That rather than being a generator of ideas that other people have to do, designers tend to the flock of ideas that the team has raised together, guiding and grooming those, herding into a cohesive experience, and moving toward a common goal defined by the game's creative direction. And that is what game designers actually do.